Hey guys, welcome back to another crypto video. If this video can hit 750 likes within 24 hours, we're giving away $250 worth of XRP. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is press the like button on this video, comment something down below, have the notification bell on, and make sure you check out the Discord. Now guys, today I have a very interesting theory for you guys on the Ripple XRP price. So, my previous video, Ripple XRP is preparing for huge takeoff, was pretty well received but still with a lot of doubt. Been waiting for this freaking takeoff for a year now. MoneyGram 150% up, XRP 5% down. With all the news and hype, XRP still down, but I'm still holding. And a lot of people are exactly with the same thoughts. People don't really know what's going on with the coin and they're waiting for takeoff, but they don't know when they should expect it, what's been going on. And today I want to do some clarifications as to what I think about the situation. But guys, before we get into any of that, make sure you also go ahead and follow my second channel. It is called Dusty, and make sure you are subscribed to that channel for if something happens to Dusty BC, you guys are subscribed there too. There's a big $500 giveaway if we hit 1,000 subs on there, so make sure you quickly go ahead and subscribe. Now, first off, I wanted to check out technical analysis, right? That's what any price predictor or any technical analyst, whatever analyst in the market does. They see what others have created and create their own things, and that's what I try to do first. But I quickly came to the conclusion that a lot of these people are not speculating on prices that are far into the future. Of course, with a good reason, because predicting prices that are far away into the future are very unreliable and sometimes can really hurt your credibility. I think that these guys really want to focus on looking at TA, so really the factual information about coins and how they're doing in the markets, and provide that, and that's what you can see in these articles really well, instead of giving us some undescriptive, vague story about prices like a lot of people do. But moving forward into this video, of course, we have some trading view things that I really need to show you guys, even of our own analysis, so make sure you watch all the way till the end, guys. A lot of cool info in this video. XRP-based cross-border payment service launches in New Jersey by SendFriend. SendFriend was also announced, like, I think it was 2 days ago, like June 23rd. A lot of people were happy about the situation. I actually did a full Twitter investigation with you guys to look at what people were thinking about the situation, but SendFriend has launched its XRP-powered payment service in the United States, New Jersey, and the company leverages on Ripple's XRapid to convert US dollars to XRP to pesos in seconds, and it enables users to avoid conventional banking systems. The con to this whole part was that people were still confused as to how XRapid would influence the demand and supply of XRP, but David Swartz helped us out and actually gave some answers as to what happens. XRapid does not really increase net supply nor net demand, and yeah, that answers a lot of guys' questions. Moving forward, because again, this story is coming to something, just keep waiting, guys. Ripple market overview, XRP to USD lags behind Bitcoin and Ethereum as consolidation sets in. This article is from earlier today, I believe. Ripple briefly stepped above 50 cents in the recent Bitcoin-driven surge. XRP to USD is expected to trade sideways above 46 cents in the coming sessions as consolidations take over. Again, guys, keep watching, alright? I have a good story. Now, already actually with this article, it's quickly or pretty easy to see what's going on. Now, you might have missed this, but make sure you check all these words out quickly and well. Ripple, which is supposed to be XRP, briefly stepped above 50 cents in the recent Bitcoin-driven surge, right? It's pretty obvious that Bitcoin drove the whole surge, and it was also pretty obvious that XRP already passed 50 cents for a slight moment. Now, what is important to really take notice of here is that the surges are driven by BTC. Even right now, where a lot of people think XRP is going to decouple, it is not, right? BTC still has this dominance of 60%, and most of the runs, maybe even all runs, start with BTC gaining hard. And right now we can see that Bitcoin is actually trying to take over a lot, all right? They want all the monies for themselves. All these people are taking their money out of alts, which is easy to see with the versus BTC here. People are taking the money out of alts and putting it into BTC because they feel safer there, and they think the gains are there. Most likely, some of the bigger institutions are also investing into in BTC, making the price go up. Again, gives some of these people some thoughts to invest into BTC as well, which is why, of course, the BTC price is rising quite a lot right now, and some of these alts are falling. Not by heavy margins, but a little bit, because I think it's mostly people staying either stable, not doing anything, or investing into BTC. Not really going to Tether because the crypto market is still moving up. The question is just, where the money lies, and it's mostly all going to BTC. You can also check out a circulating market cap analysis to see if money is really flowing out of crypto or mostly moving into BTC. And for right now, you can see that definitely the money is moving into BTC, not out of the market like we are seeing at some different states. Right now, all money is flowing there, which is really important for the whole story here. Moving forward, Ripple price analysis 24/6, yada yada yada. And again, what people are saying here is that Ripple is retesting the breakout level of the symmetrical triangle. The previous resistance should now act as strong support. If the price rebounds off the support, the bulls will again try to propel the price to 57.20 whatever, and above it at 62.50. Both the moving averages are sloping up and the RSI is positive territory, which suggests that the bulls have the upper hand. Resistance line of the symmetrical triangle broken. Trend line of the symmetrical triangle right there. Can follow, but most likely not. It has been broken. It's a daily time frame. Doesn't look that reliable yet since there are two red candles behind it, but I'll give you guys a little bit more info on this in just a second. BTC versus Ripple XRP follows Bitcoin BTC surge trend, yada yada yada. And guys, before we actually look at this article, make sure you understand that when I'm saying the bull run, I actually mean whenever BTC passes its all-time high, whenever we really see surges coming in day after day after day with some crazy margins. In theory, we are already in a bullish market right now because we're green almost every day. But I'm really waiting for these bigger margins to places we've never seen before, and that's why I chose this title. Not saying we're in a bear market right now, not saying we're in a neutral market, nothing like that. Just to give you guys a better idea of what's going to happen relatively soon. That's why I chose this title. And if people are wondering why I say Ripple XRP instead of only XRP, there's a lot of confusion between a lot of the viewers of what to call it, and many places still call our XRP coin or token Ripple. And due to SEO, so search engine optimization, it is actually better for me to call it Ripple XRP than XRP, I'm assuming, because there's so many people who don't know the difference, possibly, or only look up Ripple news or things like that, which is the reason for me doing that. I, of course, know that the coin itself is called XRP, and we should always call it that way. But still, guys, if the people watching don't know, then what can we do about that, all right? What can we do about that? We try to educate them all day. I try to say XRP as much as I can. But, you know, we sometimes got to help them a little bit. Give them a little kick in their ass to get them to notice. But, yeah. So, BTC versus Ripple. And the reason I actually... again, it's called XRP, but BTC versus XRP, why I wanted to have an article like this in here is because there's so many comparisons out there between XRP and BTC. And one fun part about the whole situation is that Brad Garlinghouse himself actually cleared a little bit of these misconceptions up just shortly ago, where he said that he's long on BTC and where he thinks there's no competition between XRP and BTC for the #1 spot. But still, many people believe that XRP will get to the #1 spot, which is what my next video today is going to be about. The $10 trillion sitting in banks around the world is the oil in the engine that allows banks to transact with one another. If we can reduce the amount of oil necessary for that engine, that will be incredibly efficient for the global economy. He also said he was long on Bitcoin and that he thinks that both these coins can coexist, there will not be one winner, and it is all pretty obvious. So yeah. Ripple price analysis, XRP to USD recovery limited by 50 cents. This is what happened. Really, XRP needs to clear 50 cents to proceed with the recovery. The critical support is seen on 44.70. Right now we're at 45.91, so still quite above that, but 50 cents need to be cleared, and you'll see why in a second. Ripple XRP breaks up. Ripple XRP up 3%. Eyes fresh break past 50 cents. We're waiting for that, guys. We're still waiting, but the prices are not really reflecting it right now. Ripple price found support near 44.50 level and recently climbed higher against the US dollar, and the price is now trading well above 46 cents level on the 1 hour SMA, and there is a key bearish trend line forming with resistance near 47.50 on the hourly chart of XRP to USD. There were positive moves in Bitcoin and Ethereum in the past few hours. All right, having said all of that, now let's get into the cool stuff. There was a lot of questions from people asking, when is the beginning of a Bitcoin bull run? And I would actually, again, myself say that was already quite a few months ago. I think it was actually starting at around possibly December of 2018. At least that's what it's looking like. The cryptocurrency has made an impressive recovery. This is talking about Bitcoin, rising over 150% since December 2018. And definitely here you can see what it's been looking like. Pretty positive to me, in my eyes. And it also depends on when you say the bull run in 2017 or 16 started, because is it just this last part from the last green candle rally, or is it all the way from here? Bitcoin has seen some extreme highs and lows over its short history, and below is a look at BTC's rebound over the past 6 months. Bitcoin drops to 14-month low 3200, and then it's just a crazy run, guys. Wow. Data shows Bitcoin could be on the verge of a bull run by Forbes on January. Bitcoin's price hits the lowest point of the year, February. Bitcoin average daily trading volume approaches new highs since April 2018. That was right here on March 17th. Binance Singapore-based fiat to Bitcoin exchange launches. Bitcoin sees Golden Cross, a pattern many believe signals a bull market, which is April 23rd. May 6th, Fidelity will offer cryptocurrency trading within a few weeks on Bloomberg. And May 13th, Bitcoin emerges as a global hedge while stocks tumble in US-China trade war. And then, of course, the last announcement, Bitcoin's price and trading volumes reach a new high for the year. And that is when it all started to take off, really. There was no stopping it from there. I think definitely that March 17th was kind of the turning point when Bitcoin average daily trading volume reached the new all-time highs of 2018 of April. And then really when the Golden Cross was hit, it just started to go berserk. But the reason I wanted to quickly show this is that it's pretty difficult to tell exactly when a bull run hits or when it starts, when it is. And I would personally say that right now we're already in a bull market, but just for simplicity's sake, I did say that we might count it only from the moment where we are at newer highs or a new point. Reason that being is that the XRP to BTC bull run has definitely not started yet, and that is pretty easy to see as well. Here is the beginning of 2019 right there, and you can definitely see that from that point, BTC has gained a lot more than XRP did since we're looking at the XRP to BTC chart. It's pretty obvious to see that this is going down, which means that either BTC has gone up more than XRP did, or it means that XRP has gone up less, has gone down more than BTC did, either of those. In this case, as we saw just now in this graph right here, BTC has just been going up ever since the beginning of 2019, so that means that XRP has just been going up less than BTC did, all the way since the beginning of 2019. Now, an important few things to take notice of there is that, let's quickly see if we can still watch this, that BTC has had some critical points to buy at, and I've done tons of videos over the last couple of months, and maybe don't watch these as lines. I have a lot of lines in these graphs as well. I don't know if you can see them. We have a lot of them not open right now, but many of them are on different time frames, but you will keep seeing them. But what we're actually seeing right now here was like something drawn a year ago, I think. I think we drew this line a year ago just for fun purposes. This is actually just a recording computer. I don't use this for any trading whatsoever. I think we just did this in the live stream once at one point in the past. I think it must be somewhere around here that we drew it. Fun part is that right here, that's why I drew these little arrows right there. Right here, we did not actually decide to buy, right? We were still thinking that we were in a bearish market. There were a lot of reasons for that back in the time, but we did not decide to go ahead and long on these crypto because there was not enough confirmation that it was going to break out. So I don't know if we necessarily shorted. I have to check back into my videos from around that time, but we definitely did not go long. But something different happened a little bit later, around February-ish, because I noticed, that's why I put this arrow here, also quite a while back. I think it was like a couple of weeks ago that I put these arrows in, because I remembered that at this point, I think it was February 26th or around that time, we actually bought a very, very good long position for Bitcoin. And even though we closed that already a little bit ago, you would see that with enough confirmation, these buys can be really, really profitable. Because look at where we bought and look at where we potentially sold. There's a $5,000 difference in BTC from where we about sold, and that's actually really insane. But that's why I recommend a lot of people to check out the Discord. There's trading signals in there as well, and I try to educate you guys as much as I can in these videos as well, but more will be coming. You know, with every year I learn more and more and more about these crypto. Now, there was another very big moment in the past here in May where we were really debating on shorting or not, and again, there's a lot more analysis involved than what you're seeing right now, but just a quick overview is that right here, these wicks were too long. That's the general sense of what it came down to. These wicks were too long. There was too much not known yet. We were not certain enough to go short here. I did sell somewhere around here just to be certain of my position because it was looking like the price was going to go down again. We did sell somewhere. I think you know, it must be in one of these two candles. I think it was like 8400 ish. We were not sure enough that the price was going to go up or down, so we decided to get out of these positions. Prices had to go down for a little bit and then back up. What you're seeing right now is pretty important, all right? You're seeing a pretty good trend in BTC that ever since 2019 started, the prices have just been going up, right? Let's go back to this thing right here. What is pretty cool to see is if you look back all the way from like October 2017, which of course on the BTC chart will be pretty far back, like all the way over here, which is the bullish periods, of course, from the first run. What is fun is that every one of these bluish things, these bluish rectangles that I just drew, just for ease of viewing, every one of these bluish areas is kind of the same. And let me give you a quick update on that. So what it's looking like from just a really simple perspective is it starts quite high, then has a pretty big dip, has two major or two very green periods, so two tops right here, but they're lower tops, so one higher top and then another one that's lower, then a major drop, and then a very big run. I noticed it happened once. I was like, all right, what's it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen again? Well, if you look at it here, it actually has, it starts from a high point, goes down lower, has two major tops, very down lower, and quite a big run, right? So even here we can just draw another one just for simplicity's sake. We would just draw it in like that, just to see, give you guys an overview. And then what you can see here again is it starts off high, 1, 2, big drop, big spike, and then back now, like we are here. We started at a high point, let's just say as an example, hypothetically speaking, we're at a high point here, major drop, higher point, drop, higher point, and then now, most likely, again, like what some people would expect, even though this is on the daily, right, we would expect XRP to BTC to go down further, maybe to like the bottom of this very cool thing. Again, I'm thinking it will go higher, but let's say around here, we would need a major drop that is about equal to this one, or a little bit lower, either like we're seeing here, and then just spike up like it just happened over the past. And then when I was looking through the ideas on TradingView, because you might think I'm a lunatic, I might be crazy, because it's a very strange theory. It's based on really nothing, just then looks, aesthetics of a chart really, and just some fun thoughts. Look at this. So here right now there's large divergence on the XRP to USD dollar or US dollar chart. Here's BTC to USD and here's XRP to USD. That's really important. There's large divergence, but roughly 21-day delay between apex of 2017-18 XRP and BTC rallies. Right here was the apex of BTC price. Right here was the apex, and here you can see the BTC price. You can see XRP price of BTC, and here of XRP. What is really fun to notice is that there's roughly a 21-day delay between them, right? If you scroll through, right now we're finally at that point of large divergence again between the two. We're crossing into one new point, one new spike up, and then really shortly into the future, we might again see just some parabolic surge really taking us all the way to the moon, right? Again, it could happen. It is looking like it's pretty close, and would be pretty exciting if we do see something like that. Let's quickly draw this in a little bit to see what they're expecting here. The price to go to $27, right? If I'm not mistaken here, about $26, $27. It's crazy, guys, but some people are crazy with these price predictions. It can happen though. So of course that's a little bit high, but it's just fun, right? All these videos are no financial advice, just purely for entertainment purposes only. And are you not entertained? Widening divergence indicates increasing momentum behind XRP. Historically, the gap between the two closed as XRP always went up to match BTC's value during a rally. Divergence here means that XRP to USD, or in this case actually XRP to USD and BTC to USD, but also sort of a XRP to BTC, because you can compare the two, and the lower that XRP is on US dollars relatively, it is also sort of a XRP to BTC. It's actually kind of fun to draw both the USD pairs in one graph, because you kind of get a comparison between the two as well, because they're relative to each other. And of course, what is fun to see then is if the divergence becomes higher, there's of course a more negative something going on between XRP to BTC. Historically, the gap between the two closed as XRP always went up to match BTC's value during a rally. Of course, a little bit later, and in this case, they're saying 21 days, and that is what we will be at if something like that would happen. Take a look at March 2016 and 2017-2018 rallies. Within 21 days of the Bitcoin rally, XRP went up to match its perfect its value perfectly. If this pattern repeats, the same we can take advantage of an anticipated BTC rally by investing more in BTC/alts, get the returns, sell out of BTC alts, and then reinvest into XRP to take advantage of its following rally. What he's actually saying here is one of the greatest strategies that one could ever tell you guys. That is that BTC most of the time rallies first. We've seen that happen tons of times, and we're seeing it right in front of us right now. BTC likes to rally first because it's a dominant coin. It takes all the money into itself and then spreads it into alts. What our strategy is most likely going to consist of is really pumping in a lot of money into BTC itself, wait for those gains to pop off, and then move our money into altcoins so they can really spike to the moon and give us even greater returns. And it's kind of a double gain because, of course, while BTC moves up, altcoins are going to move, right? That happens all the time. But most of the time, these altcoins move less than BTC does until one point BTC stables out and money flows back into altcoins. But hey, that's just a theory. I think it's a good one though to quickly get into your mind. Right now, XRP is undervalued compared to BTC, and the widening divergence is also adding more momentum. If the trend with the previous 3 bull runs is consistent, then the upcoming bull run will see a $25 top, a 7-fold increase from the previous $3.60 high. Let's quickly zoom out a little bit. All right, I thought he might have added anything more into this chart, but he did not. He might have more, analysis like this on his profile. And there's tons of things that are still to be added to this chart, or there must be things that are completely wrong that he said. But again, keep in mind, this is just a little bit for fun. Thanks for taking the time to read this. Nothing is random. Stay profitable and keep your eyes on the MACD. Comment: this information is not recommended to buy or sell. It is used for educational purposes only. I would say amusement purposes. All right. And we might be looking at a repeat of the 30, 10, 17, 11, 12, 17 pattern. If this pattern plays out in the coming weeks, then right now we have an excellent entry point into XRP and BTC. And I keep telling you guys that. All right. These coins have great entries. I think these coins are just at the grasp of beginning to rise in value. Right. We're just at the beginning. So any of these coins is a great position to get into. That's what I completely agree with. And I think this is one of the first articles I see that people are not completely hating on. A lot of XRP boys are leaving the LTC right now. LTC is really popular right now because of the halvening. So if you have no idea why LTC is still trending that crazily, it's most likely due to that. And then another analysis, which is a little bit more for fun, was one that we viewed a couple of months ago from Cryptomaniac 101. This one is, by the way, from Omar Kayat. So shout out to you for viewing that, or viewing as that. XBDUSD. And yeah, you can see what's going on here, right? I don't want to make too many words foul on the whole situation because we already covered this briefly in one of the videos before. The $2,800 XRP price prediction, I believe it is. Maybe it's 2,300. Don't even remember. We talked about it in one of the videos before. A lot of hate it got, all right? A lot of hate it got. But it's still funny that they're still holding strong. I think he still might be updating the comment section here, might be replying still, but I see a lot of people still active and talking about all these prices and still going back and forward. And also in my comment section of that video, I still see a lot of people speculating about this $2,000 XRP price. But I would like to know from you guys, do you think $2,000 per XRP is actually possible anywhere in the future, or do you think that's total BS? Never gonna happen, never possible. You let me know, all right? You guys let me know about that in the comment section down below. I thank you all greatly for coming along and watching this video. I really like to post all of these things to keep you guys updated with XRP, with the price, with the news, with the community. And I try my best to provide the best amount of quality that I can. But if you have anything I can improve on, make sure you put it down below in the comment section, because I read every comment. I try to check out as much as I can, and I try to improve every day. Right? So if you have any things I can improve on, let me know in the comments section down below. Make sure you check out the Discord and make sure you follow me on my second channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. My name on there is TheDustyBC. It's just DustyBC with a THE in front of it. Make sure you follow me on there as well. Links are in the description below. And I guess I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody, and have a nice day.